learner. Today I would like to tell you about 10 tips regarding drawing. You may improve your drawing by using these tips. Let's start. Drawing is defined as the action of making marks on any surface with any mark making material. It is clear by the definition that anyone can draw. If you can write your name well, then you can draw. Now that we have established that, we all know that some of us can draw better than others. Becoming skilled at drawing requires several factors coming together. Some of these factors include desire, instruction, practice, time, and more practice. I decided to put together this list of quick tips on drawing so that you can immediately see result in your drawing abilities. This is list of tips on drawing is not a catch-all formula for drawing. They are purely just some tips that I have picked up along that way that have helped me in my drawing. First tips, drawing is a skill. This means that drawing is not some magical activity that some people are born with the ability to do. A skill is something that can be taught and most importantly learned. If you want to draw better or draw as a professional, you can. Anyone can become skilled at drawing. Don't ever say, I can't draw. Second tips, observation. Drawing is at least 50% observation. Drawing is about seeing. Have you ever taken a photo of something without pointing the camera at it? Of course you have not. Yet so many people think that they can draw well without looking at an object. Then they become disappointed that their drawing don't look representational. You must look at object in order to draw them. In fact, you need to look at object a lot in order to draw them. I suggest that the amount of time you should spend looking at your object should be half the time it takes to complete the drawing. Drawing is at least 50% observation. If you want to draw an elephant, then look at an elephant, really study it, understand why you see it, that way then draw it. Everyone knows that the one way to cheat on a test is to look at someone else's paper. When you draw, look at your object, then the answer are there, not in the other's copy. Just put them on your paper. More on drawing from observation can be found here. Third tips are use resources. This means this one is related to tips number 2. Gather photo or better yet take photos of object if you can't draw them in a person. Some people may forsake me for this one. It's just not possible to draw everything from life. So when you can't be in the African savanna jungle, so to draw the lion or tree, use a photograph of that object. Here are a few photo references to get you started. Here the photo reference. See this photo to get inspiration. Tips number 4. Look the basic shape. Everything in the world can be simplified into basic shape like a square, rectangle, circle, etc. When you are studying your subject, try to pick out the basic shape in objects that make up all the shapes. Usually these shapes are pretty easy to draw. Draw the shape, then draw the contours or outlines. This tip will help you with your speed as well. Here is a closer look at what I mean, how to draw faster. You can see in this video play. Now, tips number 5, use a full range of value. Value is the darkness or lightness of a color. So value is about light. We can't see without light. Therefore, we see things because of value. It is not about color, although color is important too. Make a value scale and then use it. Make sure that your drawing has a full range of value. Example, that all of the values on your value scale. You define the light source through your use of value. Tips number 6. Use line quality. Line quality is the thickness or thinness of a line. If your drawing is a line drawing, you need to consider line quality. Draw your line thicker in some area and thinner in another area. This will add interest to your drawing as well as variety. More on line quality can be found in this picture. Tips number 7. Stay consistent with your style. Make sure that you start and finish your drawing with the same style. If you start your drawing loose and gestural, keep it that way. If your drawing being tight and precise, finish it that way. Make sure the drawing looks like the same artist. Draw everything on the surface. This will ensure that your drawing is unified and harmonious. Some students are using angular lines for hatching so they can continue. Tips number 8. Know your medium. Make sure that you understand the correct way to use the medium that you are using for your drawing. It's fine to experiment, but knowing and understanding your limitations with a medium goes a long way. So try to understand the characteristic of the medium what you use. 9 number tips. Loosen up. Drawing does not have to be stiff. In fact, it should be. For example, when you are trying to define the contour of an object, you can start to draw several light lines. You have a better chance to finding the right line when you draw several of them. For example, you have a better chance to winning the lottery if you buy several tickets instead of just one. Try holding the pencil differently than how you hold it when you write. Draw with your shoulder instead of your wrist by moving your whole arm when you make a mark. Tips number 10. Practice, 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 and then more practice. This is the best tip for there is. You must practice. This is true of any skill. Keep a sketchbook and draw literally everything that you see. Draw every day. When you can't draw, look at object and imagine how you would draw them, what shapes are there, what value are there, where is the light source, what medium would I use. Drawing can take place between your ears. So I hope these tips will help you. So guys, subscribe your channel and touch the bell icon to get notification of new video lecture. Thank you for watching Art Classes with Naksha.